Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about what businesses are paying to have built for them. So we are going to be talking about these agents that businesses are. So I conducted a very thorough research on what are people ready to pay to get built for. So and in the course of this series of build, I'm going to actually be building most of these agentic use cases on this channel. So as you could see, the opportunity here is actually that I had 180 real acts, two tools, one weekend. So what I did was that I pulled, look at here critically, you're going to see that I have a demand database here. So this demand database here, I actually crawled the internet for agentic briefs of demand. So basically what people are actually asking to get billed for them and they are ready to pay. And within this brief, I actually had 1,080 of jobs that had full description and so on, kind of like freelance websites. And the other ones actually had just title, budget. So the totally, I had about 2,216 unique jobs opportunities. So what did I learn from these opportunities? So we're going to see shortly that most of these opportunities that I crawled could be built either using Gwempa or Hermes. So primarily, I might be using Gwempa to build, but in most cases, I will still use the Hermes agent. So basically, in terms of the way they work, they are all self-improving. They work almost the same way to some extent. So, but I personally prefer Gwenpa. So, and the reason why we could build most of these stuffs using Gwenpa and Hermes agent is because of this. If you look at them, most of them just require you to fit in some skills, use a cron, and maybe rack and channels. So 51% of those tasks could actually be solved using skills, cron, rack, and channel. Most of them, about 204 of the jobs, require you to build a bridge, maybe to a shop, to a UI, to a CRM solution, or else. But about 325 wants you to kind of like use the maybe voice to build a voice agent like a receptionist. Uh, so you might need, which is a little bit too much for what Gwenpa gives you natively. So because of that, or Hermes. So because of that, we have reasons why we didn't choose them. So the skip was basically because, of course, if we were to build a voice agent, we're definitely going to be using real time telephony. We will need a call layer, which so for model training or fine tuning an ML job. So this one is not really an agent. You could build an agent to handle this. So for video and image generation, I also skipped this one because this kind of jobs you can actually build them using workflows like something like Airflow and like Windmill and the rest. So and the others are within this category. So I just decided to skip them. That doesn't mean that uh, it cannot be done with Hermes agent, or I just decided to skip them. So this is how the 10 categories look like. So within these 10 categories, I'm going to be roughly having 10 episodes. And we're going to be looking at how to actually build this. For example, here you see the personal assistant or chief of staff. So owns inbox, calendar decision, private second brain, just like Osmidian or Markdown. So you see, most of them actually want knowledge rack on premise assistant. So they want to have this maybe a local LLM living on premise that is able to help them chat with their documents. Some of them actually want to manage like social media. Then you have multi-agent teams and AI employee. You have automation and integration. Most of these were just like N8N also and make replacement with an agent brain. So, of course, customer support and service, Gwenpa can do that very well. Sales lead and outbound, Hermes, scheduling, booking, and back office, Hermes, messaging, and community boost, Hermes. So, by just saying I'm going to build them with Hermes or Gwenpa doesn't mean that you can't do them with both. But I'm just going to be showing you that most of these acts, most of the needs of people actually will can be solved using Hermes and Gwempa. I also intend that in the future, I'm actually going to be using like agentic frameworks such as LangGraph or Deep Agents, which is also part of LangGraph, or any other agent framework to actually also show how these acts could also be solved using an agent framework itself. So you could see here for like a glance of the build. So you could see here, let's look at some of them here. This one talks about the AI chief of staff, personal assistant and chief of staff. So you see AI chief of staff, own inbox, calendar and decision. This is one type. This one is private brain over your nose. So similar to what this one is WhatsApp executive assistant that runs your day. So people need things like this. This one talks about a multi-industry portfolio operator. This one is personal life manager with department. So you see, so people need this kind of solutions. This one is email and reply drafting assistant. So under personal assistant, so we've been able to uh, put like 10. So this is actually what people are actually asking about. So you could see here from the database. So this is actually all these solutions that I'm showing are actually coming from me crawling the internet using Gwempa. So you could see like this one is actually asking for synthetic data generation of AI projects. So you could see this one is AI Gen and RAG developer. It was posted like 4 weeks ago. You could see here senior mobile and AI developer to chip an AI agent app. So most of them they actually want to build an app, but we will be using Gwenpa and the Hermes agent to kind of like implement this. So let's look at for RAG. You see what they're looking at. They're looking at chat with docs over an internal wiki, on-prem assistant for regulated, so compliance and policy assistant, contract or legal doc QA, property management ops. This is gold. This is actually my research I'm actually sharing with you. These are the agents that you should be building. If you want to build agents, if you have a shop and you want to actually serve people by building agent, this is what people need. These are these 10 categories. Although I have so much other data that I'm going to be sharing with you, but that one has nothing to do with, they can't fit into Hermes and Gwempa. So I have another database of crawl jobs from the internet that I'm also going to be going through. So let's look at scheduling. So they are looking for chat booking and appointment assistant. So from a website, hire agent like people, dev team, so design, front end, back end, department heads as agent, AI employee life cycle. So they are looking at this multi-agent design for various use cases as we are going to be seeing. So for messaging and community bots, you see they are looking for Telegram personal assistant, Discord community manager, so WhatsApp business concierge, a Slack internal assistant, Instagram DM shopping assistant. So if you can build agents, this is what small businesses are actually looking for, and this is what you should be helping them build. So, for the sake of uh, I don't want my videos to be very lengthy. So, because of that, I'm going to be stopping this video at the moment because in my next video, I'm actually going to be showing us how to build a personal assistant and chief of staff. So, that category, so where you have about 10. So, we have like 10 different acts. So, you see 20 plus acts in the data. So, they have 20. So, we selected like 10. So I'm going to be showing you how to build this kind of personal assistance. I might spread this episode over a collection of videos, so that I can be able to show you how most of these use cases can be implemented using Hermes agent or Gwenpa. So if you feel you have an idea on how or what you prefer, the format at which you want me to go in my channel, you can also drop it in the comment section as well. So look forward to the next episode where I actually start diving into actually